Hello friends, and welcome to my first video. Sketchbooks can be intimidating, but in this video I want to go over some ways to make filling your sketchbook more fun and the blank pages less intimidating, while I draw my OCs in the background. I hope you enjoy it, and I encourage you to draw along while you listen or watch. That's your first tip. Watch my video in the background. So first I thought it would be polite if I introduced myself, as it's my first video. So hello, I'm Melatones here on the internet, and I'm an artist. I've been making art for as long as I can remember, and I've also been watching art YouTubers for years, and I always wished I could do it myself, but I never had the confidence or the knowledge to do so. Without going into it too much, the last couple of years I've really struggled with some mental and physical difficulties, so it's made it really difficult for me to hold the typical 9 to 5. But honestly, I can't be too upset because it's finally led me to chase what I truly wanted to do, and that's to make a career out of my art. I am extremely thankful that I'm in the situation that I am, because I'm able to take this step, kind of a leap of faith really, and I'm hoping someday I can maybe financially support those who support me at this time. But yeah, I'm really excited to start my channel, and thanks for listening to my introduction, because now we can get into the sketchbook tips. So you want to fill your sketchbook, but maybe you feel overwhelmed or you don't know where to start. Well, I have some tips that might help. I will personally use these tips when I'm feeling either art blocked or if I'm lacking ideas, so hopefully you can get some inspiration from them too. And a heads up, I'm probably going to yap a bit because I'm going to be working off of bullet points. I just don't want to sound too robotic, because a script sometimes can cause me to sound like a robot. Alright, let's start with tip number 1. Take it everywhere. So I suggest taking your sketchbook anywhere you go. So to do so, probably you don't want to have like a gigantic sketchbook. So I suggest just going like a medium-sized or a travel sketchbook, something easy to throw in your bag, like a tote bag or a purse or whatnot. So you can bring it on day trips, or you can go to the park, coffee shops, even the doctor's office, like anywhere where you have some time where you're sitting. Take out your sketchbook and see if there's something there that's interesting to draw. Drawing people is a great way to study figure drawing. So I want to get out more and go to coffee shops and just look at people, not in a creepy way, but just like their structure and shapes, and you know, it helps with like the same face syndrome. And if you can't take your sketchbook out, another tip, like a plus, I guess, is to take pictures and draw or paint them later when you're home.
What the dog doing?
So the next tip is to try a new medium. A great way to get inspired is to learn something new. So try a new medium. Some examples would be like watercolor, acrylic, though I feel like everyone's used acrylic, oil paint, gouache. I love gouache. It's like a mix between watercolor and acrylic. It's really fun to use. A new one for me is lino cut stamp making. I'm going to be trying that next. I got one of this beginner kits, and I might make a video out of it. So get a new medium and study it in your sketchbook, and just test the limits of it. Test your own limits with it. Try to make something out of your comfort zone, or see how you can even incorporate the new medium into your own art style. Even try mediums that aren't exactly considered for art. For example, I love playing around with office supplies like highlighters and ballpoint pens. It's actually one of my favorite ways to sketch, because it forces me to be intentional with my lines, because with ballpoint pen there is no going back. Another quick tip is to make an original character. So making an OC, or original character, can be quite a lot of fun, because you can kind of carry those characters throughout your sketchbook. And for me, it's really inspiring, and it kind of gives me that creative energy to draw. So for making a new OC, you can make a progress sheet, which can be like, that's a whole sketchbook spread in itself. A character sheet, which seems the same, but a progress sheet and a character sheet are actually quite different, because it's kind of in the name, like progress, you kind of play around with different styles and whatnot. And then when you kind of have your OC's design down, like when you kind of have it finalized, that's when you can make your character sheet and do like your turnarounds and the face expressions and different outfits. And then when you have your character really fleshed out, you can do like alternate universes. You can put your original characters in different universes, like different shows you like. You can do it sort of like a self-insert, but for this new original character. And if you make more than one character, you can practice making characters interact, because that is hard enough in itself. So yeah. So tip number, what number are we on? 3 or 4? I don't know. Anyway, another tip: practice the art fundamentals. I'm not gonna go too deep into the art fundamentals, because I could possibly make a series on it, but me like learning from them. But there are a lot of amazing resources out there that touch on the subject if you want to go further into it right now. And the art fundamentals, it's really important to study it, as it's a crucial way to improve your art, and it's honestly something that I have ignored for a while, so I want to dive deeper into it myself. And it's a great way just to fill your pages with, practicing form and lines, and it's just fun to see your progress too. Another quick tip that's similar to the OC one is to make fan art of your favorite characters from shows or movies, or even do a master study of other artists you like. But I say that, but please always credit the original artist if you ever post art online. Make it clear that it's a master study and not your own original work, because that is plagiarism, and that is really not cool. The last tip I got is to make it your everything book. So making it your everything book will help alleviate the pressure to perform. So what does that mean, you ask? Journal in it. You can scrapbook, use magazines to make collages, or it adds visual interest. One thing I love to do is to add stuff from memorable events, like receipts or concert tickets. One way you can journal is to write down your goals for the sketchbook at the beginning of it, and when you're going through it, your sketchbook, you can go back there and make sure you're meeting your goals, or they're really good to return to when you're experiencing art block and you need some inspiration. But yeah, I know sometimes it can be really difficult drawing in your sketchbook, thinking, oh, it needs to be perfect, it needs to be like other people's on lines. But just remind yourself, your sketchbook is your own. You can treat it like a diary. It's your space. You don't need to compare yourself. Everyone is different. Everyone will use it for different ways, ideas or ways. And just make it your own, because it's what reflects you and your creative, it's your creative space. Yeah. If you made it this far in the video, just know that I appreciate you, and thank you so much for listening. I hope you were able to get something from this video, even if it's just for background noise while you draw. If you liked the video, maybe consider liking and subscribing, because it'll help me reach more people and hopefully grow a community. Again, thanks for hanging out, and I hope to see you in the next video. Stay cozy.